Great, thank you. And it's wonderful to have two great spokespersons from the community to articulate your community's perspective. Thank you for that. My friend Gina here has the microphone. Who has questions? So we're going to have Gina work through the crowd to come to your questions. I want you to wait for the microphone so that we can all hear your question and we can record your question. The person with the microphone has the floor. One conversation at a time, please, so we can hear the question and the response. I asked you to be brief. We've got just over 30 minutes for questions because we do have to vacate this place so that the neighborhood center can actually close down at 9. So we can go a few minutes past 8:30, but we certainly have to wrap up just after 8:30 so we can vacate the room so we can close down the center. So, first question. Please introduce yourself so we can record that.
My name is John Horton. My name is John Horsley. I actually live on the East End, and I came over because you were told you had to put up with this. I suddenly thought, we really live in Syria. So that's why Kent was supposed to be democratic. Anyway, a few points that I'm an engineer. I've been fighting this stuff for 35 years, so I've been in Canada. Some of the points that came through my mind, 100 Years project, how much has been addressed into global warming and the effect of how the environment is changing. I can instantly see a lot of problems. The fact you've got steel there, what would be the effect of wind effect? You've also got effect, you had the CTV countermeasured 100 decibels of noise. Well, that, as far as I can see, will probably act as an amplifier because the metal and the train going down there will cause a whole lot of problems. The other thing I would like to say that, as far as I can see, nobody actually addressed, this is First Nations property. We took it from the years ago, and I think somebody should address that earlier on. The other point is, I do not see one First Nation person in here. If there is, then I can't see, but that is something else I think we as white people should look at and see what that affects them and how that affects them. So if I'm going on, just trying to throw out stuff that you can grab and then run with yourselves later on.
There's lots of questions asked you to be brief.
Yeah, sorry. But the noise is something I think that nobody's really looking at. And with respect to what I first came in from, having got part of the Act here that gives them permission, there's a bit in here that says about planning, but if you go to section 151A3, it says support a high quality of life and sustainable environment. That is written in the Act that controls it, people. So I think some of you should grab the laws that apply to this and go that way. And then I've learned in the years, you have to take the law, act passionately on what the law says, not on just emotions that drive you. Because if you work on your own emotions, you'll lose. If you use the law and the passion, believe in this great community, you can actually get somewhere and go somewhere. And the other thing is, the tunnel will be far more sustainable and longer time, because 2 years ago, we had an ice storm that crippled everything. And I noticed in those pictures, they got wires up there. So nobody's addressed all these real environmental problems. And the last question, has a reliability study been done on the whole system? Thank you very much.
So we've got all those comments down.
Well, the last one was has an environmental, and with the noise, that's three.
So we've got all those comments in the meeting. So Gina's going to work this way around the room, so hopefully we can get all the questions on the other side. So hand up if you've got a question, introduce yourself, and pose your question or comment.
Hi, I'm Justin, and I actually served on the reference panel as one of the residents there. I noticed I saw that you guys put the multi-use track underneath the guy as opposed to adjacent to it. I was wondering why you took that decision from a design perspective as opposed to putting it maybe aside for more light than just underneath. Thank you.
So questions about the guide where it's going to be underneath the side?
The answer to that is that it can be either underneath or beside. It would be beside at the southern approach and northern approach, and in between it could, we haven't really nailed down exactly where the location of the pathway is, but the presence of the skylight up the middle means that it could be equally comfortable underneath or above. And if you look at some of the more detailed plan views over there, you can see sometimes it makes more sense underneath and sometimes it makes more sense at the eastern side of the guideway. Diana, did you want to add anything to that?
We're running out the clock.
Okay, that's good.
Next question back here.
Hi, my name is Matt Forrest. I'm a resident of the area. First, I'd like to say thank you to Laura and Sam for the amazing presentation. You've answered many of my questions and addressed many of my concerns. What I'd like to hear is from our MPP, Christina Martins. The question was addressed to you. Will you support this community in the legislature? Can you answer this community now?
So thanks Matt, and I want to start off by saying thank you to all of you who continue to come out to these meetings from day one. And I'm so happy to see this room full of engaged community residents here with this project that is definitely going to bring change to our community. I want to especially thank all of the organizations that are here tonight, represented through the various people here in the room tonight, but I want to especially thank Sam and Laura for their presentation tonight. And I want to thank Metrolinx for my advice in accepting you to come out tonight to present to the community. So I wanted to thank you for that as well. From the onset of this project, I've remained committed to the community, to working with the community, to working with the Minister of Transportation, to working with Metrolinx, and to working with the Premier's office. Yes, I have the Premier's office contacting me on this project on a weekly basis. So I continue to remain committed to this community, and I remain committed to ensure that the project, whatever it is that comes into this community, is the best project. And yes, can you let me speak, please? I just want to say, I will, and I remain committed, and yes, I am prepared to write a letter to the Minister of Environment to ask him to delay this project because there are too many questions that remain unanswered at this project. And if there are questions that remain unanswered, concerns that haven't been addressed, residents that are still unsure, residents that feel that they're being taken advantage of. If those concerns remain in the community, then those concerns are mine. And I'm going to remain committed to staying alongside my community to make sure that Metrolinx, that the Ministry of Transportation, and the Premier's office all address your concerns. And until such time, I am not prepared to allow this project to go on. So I am prepared to write a letter to Minister Murray, with whom, I may add, I have already had discussions about this project, to let him know the concerns that my community has and continue raising those with them. Thank you.
Back here, there's a couple back here. We can come up with you. Don't come up with you. Please introduce yourself and your question or comment, please.
My name is Margaret Smith. I wanted to comment on the creative engineering possibilities here. And thank you, Christina, for listening to everybody here tonight. When I was working in environmental assessment, I was engaged with a large utility. And we were building a tunnel under the city of Niagara Falls. We listened to the community and we put it to the engineers to find creative solutions. And the solutions that were given, we used a tunnel boring machine to go into the city. All the excavated material was not eliminated by taking them out by truck. We put a conveyor belt through the tunnel that was used to remove all of the excavated material. We also did not have staging grounds through the community. All of that was done also through the tunnels. And in this way, all of the local impacts that the community was concerned about were completely eliminated. These are only two examples of the kind of creative solutions.
Next, please.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. I just wanted to thank the amazing couple for their presentation. That was very informative and way to school them. I just wanted to know really quickly, the names of the people that we can write to, are they on your website? Where can we go to find those so that we can make sure that all the residents in the room that care to get involved can make sure that they do their part?
Yeah, we will post all the names on our website and on our Facebook. You can join our Facebook group, our mailing list. Go to optionsfordavenport.ca and you can get in touch with us. And basically, we're looking at Kathleen Lynn, Minister Del Duca, and Glenn Murray, and Christina Martins. That's what we're our next letter writing campaign.
Thank you, Sam. Next question.
Hi, my name is Bernie Henry. I was looking at your very environmentally sound handout you passed out. Where it says precedents, you have 4 samples in there, and there's 2 of them that are yet to be completed. Last time I checked, precedent means something that's already happened. This hasn't happened, and the 4th one shows a photo that is nowhere near any residential. It looks like it's in the middle of a jungle, like it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no buildings around whatsoever. There's only 1 of the 4. So my question to you is, would you make the next batch of photographs and information, please, relevant to what you're actually building? Because we can't see what you're planning here. We can't see it.
We captured that, and I think the options people also said the same thing. So, next question. We're going very quickly here, so this is good. Keep your questions brief.
I'll make it quick. Scott Rinalesco, student. Just curious to know, the metal girders that we're using as sound dampeners, have they been tested elsewhere in the city?
And the sound barriers been tested.
Do we have decibel levels? Any forecasts for that?
Elevated structure is not metal, it's a concrete building, it's just the one portion on the outside is metal. And it's just an aesthetics feature, but the girder is actually concrete.
Thank you. Has it been tested? Do we have decibel levels?
The girders are not tested for the noise. Those girders, you will have a noise barriers on the side. There is no specific testing for the noise on these particular girders. It's not done yet. But there are noise barriers. It's not, the girders are not tested for the noise. It's just because the noise will be accepted by the sound barriers on the sides.
Will you get a resonant frequency with the vibration of the steel?
Hi, I'm Renee Pettigrew with Metrolinx, Environmental Assessment and Programs team. We have done a noise and vibration impact assessment of the tunnel option and the bridge option. So we do have sound decibels and results from the various sensitive areas along the border. We have modeled both the diesel up to 36 trains and then the electric trains up to 180. They vary in location by where the noise-sensitive receivers or the actual homes are located in proximity to where the actual track is. We have a 2-meter noise wall going on the entire structure itself that will have absorbent material on the inside to be abatement based on the studies. We have our consultant here tonight who can further expand if needed. If you want to get into some more details.
Can we find those elsewhere, the numbers?
The numbers are in the studies that will be posted on the website in the future.
When will the studies be posted?
The tunnel noise assessment will be posted with the notice of assessment.
So, Jean, where's Jean? I've lost Jean. There she is over here. Okay.
Hi, Richard Rhodes, local resident. There seems to me to be an unholy rush for a 100-year piece of infrastructure. Metrolinx did not fare well with the Pearson train. I was just over on Morrow Avenue on the weekend and a train went by and literally I could see 3 people in 2 cars. So this entire project is predicated on usage that would see 180 GO trains. Are we sure those numbers are correct? The Pearson numbers were not correct. Question two is, some of this design work is totally heartening. Who could imagine that an elevated walkway can look so attractive? Beth, congratulations on this. But I'm a bit disturbed by the southern bias to the design work. It ends south, from what we can see, it ends south of DuPont. So we've got Peyton Road covered, we've got Wallace covered, and we've got the trees at Campbell Park. But the real nub of this project is where the line crosses the CPR line north of DuPont. The project goes invisible when we get to that section. So certainly before I can buy into what Metrolinx is doing, I need to see a fully realized visualization of what this project would look like, not only from Bloor Street to Lappin Avenue, but from Bloor Street to Davenport.
Next. Introduction, please.
My name's David White. I have to say I found it very touching that Metrolinx referred to the City of Toronto as a partner, especially given that as soon as the City of Toronto voted unanimously but one to ask Metrolinx to rethink this and think about going under the CPR tracks, immediately Metrolinx tweeted back that it was essentially full steam ahead, some partnership. So what I would like to ask, is Metrolinx prepared to seriously work with the City of Toronto? And the reason that's important from the residents' point of view is that the City of Toronto has engineers and they have expertise at their disposal that we in the community don't have. But we trust them to look out for our interests, certainly more than we expect Metrolinx to. So a real partnership would slow this down, give the City of Toronto time to do its due diligence, come up with solutions. You know, you've shown us all the negatives about the tunnel and all the negatives about a simple underpass. But how do we know that's true? I'm sure if the City of Toronto looked at that and a different group of engineers looked at that under the auspices of the City of Toronto, we might come up with a whole different understanding of what's possible and what the impacts would be. So what I would like to ask, and I'd like to ask Christina Martins in particular, is to direct Metrolinx to start working with the City of Toronto in a realistic way, in a way that we can all trust, and with any working committee, to include the City of Toronto on that working committee in a way that, and give them time to actually undertake the due diligence.
Thank you. We have about 15 minutes left, so let's keep it brief, please.
My name is Joe. I live right in Crescent and Park Avenue. Where is this place there? And I'm really concerned. And I have two kids. One of them was born right in this place. And